I was really disturbed, that this is not just a movie, but something that is happening. Something that is happening in Nigeria and other parts of the world, right? It's really terrible. Okay, maybe this is another video for another day, but let me not just talk about this today, right? Hey, fans, me da. Hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jonel. If you're seeing this face for the first time, please don't click out, okay? And don't make it your last. I do movie reviews and movie recommendation. I also do vlogs when I go out, okay? Yes, just to let you into a teeny bit of what happens in my life, right? Today, I've come to do this movie review, The Black Book. Yes, but if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. Thanks, love. Thank you. Okay, let's get straight into the review. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now let's review the movie. This is an amazing stellar thriller drama. One of the best on Netflix in 2023. Nigerians. We dey try. Una dey try, guys. Una dey try. Producers, directors, writers. You guys are doing great. I really love this movie. Now, I'll go straight into the review. This movie was directed by Aditi F. Young. She also took part in the writing with Bimbo. She also produced the movie, right? And we have the cast like RMD, Shafi Bello, Olumide, yes, Bimbo, we have Sam Dede, Isakaba. Right. Whoa, really tough people in this movie. Ireti Doyle. There's so many, I cannot even finish mentioning them, right? I'm going to put the names right here for you. Right. But this movie started with an action scene where there were a lot of shooting, right? Now, there was this professor, Bimbo is the professor. She has been fighting for corruption all her life, right? And then she has this baby with her help in the car and her husband. I don't know where they were coming from. I was asking myself, why is your baby here and you're here as a mother? I don't know. I don't know, but yes, that's how they wrote the film and that's how they have given it to us. And we'll collect it the way they have given it to us, right? I really enjoyed this movie. If you are asking if it's worth the watch, it is worth the watch. You should go and watch it because there are a lot of spoilers in this review. You guys know I don't like to spoil movies, but this one I will spoil it. It shall be spoiled. Guys, okay, so they were coming and then Lagos traffic. So there was this traffic and then Sam Dede. Now RMD is the good one, Sam Dede is the bad guy. Yes, the villain. Now RMG was also a bad guy, but yeah, let me continue. Now, when they accosted them, they were shooting at the vehicle, but because these people are rich, they're wealthy man, they're rich, they have a bulletproof car. The bullets were not going into, it was not going into the car, the vehicle, right? They were just there sitting and watching. So Sam Dede told his boys to pour petrol all over the car, and then he brought a lighter and was going to burn the car down. Then this guy, that's the husband to Bimbo, had to just open the car. And then he opened the car and they took them. They took him, the professor's husband. And that was, to some day, that was his only target. But guess what? The house help was trying to run away with the baby. And bam, one of the boys took this baby and shot the house help. The time this guy used in taking that. Now, prior to this time, that day, that same day, because that guy in prison had escaped, they gave a description of this guy that escaped, a dark guy with dreads. Olumide is not dark. He's just a guy with dreads, right, in the movie. So he was going to the church, and then those Saks guys saw him in the taxi, and they were like, "Oh, where are you coming from?" He said, "He's going to church. He's coming from work. He's going to church." They're like, "You, Yahoo boy, go church. This and that. Is your father a pastor?" He said, "No, he's a deacon in church, and he's preaching today. So I'm going to meet him in church." They were trying to harass him. The taxi driver was trying to come out. They were trying to do something to the taxi driver. So he was wise enough and entered the car and went straight to church to call the dad. That's Olumide's dad, right? He went to call Mr. Paul Edima. Mr. Paul Edima was preaching, and then they had shot his son close to the beach. Now, they used him to replace the other guy because they knew who he was. In fact, at this point, I puked. I can't even lie. It was so irritating to me how people would do this to their fellow people, to your fellow human. I was really disturbed, that this is not just a movie, but something that is happening. Something that is happening in Nigeria and other parts of the world, right? It's really terrible. Okay, maybe this is another video for another day, but let me not just talk about this today, right? So anyway, Mr. Paul Edima came to meet his son lying down like that, lifeless, and he was really sad. So he went back home and was thinking, like, he doesn't want to get back to this kind of life, the life he was doing before. Now this man is he was in the army, and he was one of the best. In fact, he was the best. He was the best that they were using to do their cover-up, right? So he actually left because he killed one journalist and was trying to save that journalist's daughter. Now, he met one of his friends who was trying to console him, and that guy was trying to encourage him, "Guy, you have to do something. You have to do something." And one thing that pained RMD was that they refused to give him the body of his son. Why will you do? The police knew that this boy was innocent, and they could have at least given him to his father. He was going to the police station asking. But guess what? There was one good person in the police who was ready to catch the criminals, and that's Ireti Doyle. Now, my goodness, this whole thing, this movie is, whoa. I enjoyed it. See, I've seen a lot of movies and I was underwhelmed. But I'm overwhelmed by the actions in this movie. The action, superb. Now, RMD, who was preaching about forgiveness, had to go back because he was pained by what they were doing. So the first thing he even did was to hit the head of one policeman because this man was trying to talk to him anyhow in the police station. And swift into action, he started doing what he should be doing. And when he was catching these people and doing what he was doing to them, I was like, good, yes, I wish. You can imagine if they were doing this to a nobody. This person's father would have not been able to do anything. And this is the story of a lot of Nigerians who have fallen into circumstances like that. Oh boy, this thing don't depend me. Well, yes, so he caught up with the officers who killed his son and he tied them. In fact, he didn't want to even waste any soul. He tied them to the road and then, yeah, they went to get them. And some Day was no match for RMD. He was no match. He was no match for Paul Edima. Now, this black book saved RMD when he was leaving the army. He handed the black book. The black book is a book where he took record of every of their businesses, every corner business that they had, right? He had those information in the black book and also in his head because he's a smart man, right? So they requested for that black book and he gave it to them, and that was why he was able to walk away from the army with that baby, the journalist's baby. Now, this girl is all grown up, and then she's back to this case that her mom could not finish, right? Now, RMD, who is Paul Edima, warned this girl, go, just leave this case. What you're trying to find out is not even worth it. Now, the video of those men that RMD caught, the policemen, the saxmen who killed his son, she went into his room and took the disc from his laptop. And guess what? She took it to her producer, she took it to her boss, and her boss broke it. Now, not knowing that her boss was working hand in hand with Sam Day, you can see human beings, you can see life, right? Anyway, Paul Edima warned this girl to stay off. So now he needed help because he needed the body of his son. So one of his friends advised him to meet Big Daddy. And when he went to Big Daddy, now Big Daddy, who is Richard in the movie, owes him, right? So he just wanted him to like help him get his son, right? The body of his son. So when he went there, he met Shafi Bello, who is the wife to Big Daddy, and she explained that she is Big Daddy because Richard is dead, right? They killed him because he left the army. Now, they started working together. Shafi Bello came back to help Paul Edima. Now, the general asked Paul Edima to come to Kaduna to get this journalist girl because she has been kidnapped. And he was, it was just going to be a waste because he was even the one who killed the mom. He was the one that was sent on a mission to kill the mom, right? It was going to be just a waste, a complete waste for him if he's not able to save this girl. Anyway, Ireti Doyle, who is the police general, also helped in getting justice for Olumide, right, in this movie. And it was it's amazing. I can't even explain the action. It's amazing how they got to catch the general, how they got to there was something that got me laughing, right, in this scene where the general asked the journalist girl to shoot Richard, to shoot RMD, and she actually did, and then he was laughing and all that. And when they were able to shoot, RMD's men were able to take down all General's men, he was the general was thinking the journalist would be able to shoot him, and then He waited and like, you can't shoot me. He just, and guess what? This general is on a wheelchair doing all of this wahala. Doing all of this wahala. You can imagine. In the end, I can't even explain the whole thriller. It's a lot, but they were able to get to this man who planned the whole wahala. Now I'm going to show you some clips so you can understand. And this is not a complete spoiler, right? It's not a complete spoiler. You see, you can still go and watch the movie. It's on Netflix. It came on the 22nd of September, right? I saw it just 2 days ago and I completed it just yesterday. Yes, right. I started watching it from yes, from last night. No, the night before. Now, when you're going to be seeing this movie, when you're going to be seeing this video, is going to be on Saturday. So it's going to be like 4 days from when I watched the movie, right? So yeah, it's still on Netflix and you can check other platforms. Yes, that brings me to this. I'm going to be telling you guys some other places you can see movies like this, right? When they come out, you can just go and download them directly if you're not on Netflix or you're not subscribed to Netflix yet, right? Yeah, you can check them. Yes. Thank you so much for always watching my video, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye for now.